Lexi here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am so excited to be sharing with you my March Meadow Melody collection. So, if you are new here, I have an Etsy shop where I sell PDF files, budget printables, and I always come out with a new pattern every month. And today I'm going to be showing March to you guys. So this is not a true representation of what the printable looks like when you print it out, because my printer's running out of ink, and so all of these like yellowy tones here, which I actually think are quite beautiful, are a little bit of a different color. Naturally, they're more of like a peachy shade, but because that color in my printer is running out of ink, it printed sort of this yellow color. I didn't want to waste the paper, so I just went ahead and left it. And it's quite pretty, but the pattern for March is this really pretty, like, delicate floral pattern. It reminded me of like wildflowers in a meadow. That's where the collection name came from, the Meadow Melody. I just kind of chose it randomly. I'm not the most creative, but I like to title my collections with names so that when you're on my Etsy shop you can just search that and make it really easy to pull everything up. I know a lot of shops do like numbers, but for me, I like to name the collections. So this is Meadow Melody, and I have all of the usual worksheets that I have available every month, just in this really pretty floral pattern. I wanted to go with green. Green screams March to me, you know, with like St. Patrick's Day and everything, but I didn't want to do it super cutesy with like shamrocks and, you know, pots of gold and things. I wanted to go a little bit more subtle, and so this is what I chose. I think the pattern's really beautiful. And I'm just going to kind of flip you through the worksheets that I'm going to be using in March. As always, this is not the entirety of the collection. I didn't print out the worksheets that I don't use just because I didn't want to waste the paper, but all of the information for the collection is on my Etsy shop, which I will have linked down below. You can go and kind of flip through the pictures and everything, see all of the worksheets that are available. I have bundles available, I have things individually, so you can really get everything you need to set up your March budget. And as always, I do have an undated collection of worksheets, so if you want to use this in a different month of the year, you can. You don't have to just use it in March. So this is the cover sheet, and I did choose to print out the one with March on it. If you buy the undated one, it will just say budget. That way, again, you can use it whenever you want, but I wanted to use this in March. And then I have the 2-page calendar, which I chose the dated version. I do have an undated version as well, so you can go ahead and add your own dates with stickers or markers or however you want to do it, but this is what that looks like. There are you know, the room for all 31 days. There's a little notes section along the side. I print my printables on 32-pound paper. I print them back to back, and so, you know, they are like for a book. You flip and it's on the opposite side, and I punch them using an arc punch, and I put them into this Happy Planner disc bound system. I get questions about that all the time. The other question I get a lot is, will I do printables for different size planners, like an A5 size or a classic Happy Planner size? I don't have any plans to do that right now. I know that if you do a quick Google search, you will find a lot of articles and things that tell you how to resize letter size printables for smaller planners. I've never actually done it myself, but I've read that if you print like at 68% or whatever, it'll be small enough that you can trim it down to fit into smaller planners. Do that at your own risk if you decide you want to try that. Just know that if you buy my printables with the idea that you're going to shrink them down and make them fit into your planner and you can't make it work, I can't offer refunds or anything like that. So do that at your own risk. I don't have plans to do different sizes right now. The 8.5 by 11 is what I use. It's really easy because you print it out on just a regular like letter size piece of paper, a standard size, and it works out really well. So that answers that question. I'm sorry if you're disappointed with that, but that's just all I can do right now. So on the calendar, this is what I use to write in my bills, my paydays, just kind of keep track of everything. It is a Sunday start for the dated version. The undated version, I'll pop up a little picture. It just has the pattern and the boxes, and you can put in your own days of the week, your own dates, and your own month. So that's that. I just love this floral pattern. I think it's so beautiful. And again, the color's not completely accurate. Obviously, what you see on your computer screen when you look at the printable, it's going to vary a little bit based on what kind of printer you use and your print settings and all of that. Might not look exactly like this. It might not look exactly like what you see on your screen, but it's really pretty pattern. I like it a lot, and I think you guys will too when you get it printed. Next, I have my monthly overview. And again, this is part of the budget bundle. Budget bundle that I have in my shop has some different things in it than what I'm showing you today. I kind of do a custom bundle for myself with the printables that I use, but the budget bundle that I have in my shop is like my most popular things kind of all bundled together, and then I have some other things you can buy separately. You can really get creative with it, mix and match, combine different things. You can combine different patterns from, you know, February's collection and March's collection if that's what you're into. It's really customizable. But the monthly overview has a place for your debt totals, goals, credit score, and notes. I like to go in at the beginning of the month and fill this in and just kind of get a snapshot of what my finances look like with this worksheet, and I really, really like it for that. I have the monthly budget here. This is available in both the dated and undated version, as is the monthly overview. So when it comes to the bundles, the dated version of the bundle has the March cover sheet, and it has the calendar with the dates. The undated has the budget cover sheet and the undated calendar. Everything else with the bundle is exactly the same. So they don't have a specific month on them. They just say monthly overview, monthly budget. I thought that was the best way to do it. That way I'm not designing 40 different worksheets every month. And you guys seem to enjoy that. So then I have the sinking funds and transaction log. This is one of my most important budgeting spreads. If you are not doing sinking funds, I highly recommend it. This was like the biggest game changer for me with my budget. But I have a place to list out all of your sinking funds, the beginning balance, how much you added, how much you took away, and an ending balance. There's a big total line down here for you to be able to line up all your rows and get your totals. And then the transaction log goes with it, and it's a place for you to keep track of where you're spending. So this is like an overall snapshot of what you're spending. This is more in-depth of where that money went. So, you know, for me, if I spend from my Christmas sinking fund, I can just write when, what the fund was, the amount, and then a little description of what I purchased. And it really helps me to stay on track with my sinking funds, and that helps me overall stick to my financial goals. Then I flip into my hybrid budget. So this printable is not available in the bundle because I created this worksheet kind of after I set up my bundle. If you guys want me to do a budget bundle that includes the hybrid worksheet for April, I can definitely do that. In my bundle, you get the paycheck budget worksheet, which I didn't print here because I don't use that one anymore. I am all about this hybrid budget. You can use them in conjunction. I've seen people use them in tandem. So again, it's really customizable. Print out the pages you want, buy the pages you want. You can print them out multiple times. That's what I love about budget printables versus buying something that's already printed and bound. If I need to create 6 different spreads for my budget, I can do that by printing a worksheet 6 times rather than, you know, maybe it comes already bound and there's only 5 and I don't have everything I need. But the hybrid budget worksheet is like my favorite. It's been a game changer for me. This is something that I created in order to have everything on one 2-page spread. It's everything I need to pay monthly. I can break my goals down week to week. There's a place for 5 weeks. So, you know, if I need that 5th week, I have it. There's a place to write in savings, debt payments, sinking funds. I really love the green. I really love the pattern. And I'm so excited to go back to this week after week in March. So again, this is the hybrid budget. It's available separate from the bundle. It's a 2-page worksheet set here, and it's been a game changer for my budget. I highly recommend this if you are doing paycheck budgeting and it's not quite working for you, or if you do a monthly budget but you want to be able to break some things down weekly. Having it all in one big 2-page spread, I'm telling you, it's been a game changer for me, and I'm really loving it. I do have videos here on my channel showing how I use the hybrid budget worksheet, so check those out if you are interested in trying to do something a little different with your budget. Highly recommend the hybrid budget worksheet. So then I've got expense trackers, and again, this is where the printables really shine because you can print out as many as you want. I have chosen to print out 1 expense tracker for each week in the month. That's how I do it. It works out really well for me. Again, I love the green. I love, you guys can't see here, but the pattern along the bottom, I think it's so pretty. It caps it off so nicely. Even though it didn't quite print out right with my printer being out of ink, I think it's still really beautiful. So there's that. I have 4 of those. And then I go into my spending comparison. This is where I can compare last month to this month, all of my variable categories. How much did I spend in groceries last month versus this month? What caused that change? If I'm spending more, you know, month after month, I can adjust my budget. It's just a really nice snapshot of my variable spending here. And then I have a notes page. And on the back of the notes page, I have this pattern. I've also added just a plain patterned paper that matches the collection, so you can use that patterned paper to make cash envelopes if that's what you're interested in, or if you just want to, you know, kind of close off your worksheets like I did here. You can use this for anything, really. Somebody requested that I do the pattern paper for February, and I thought that was a great idea. So from now on, I'll be including that as well. So you can use it for a title page or a divider or whatever you want. So those are the worksheets I plan to use in March. As I said, though, there's plenty of other worksheets that I don't have printed here. I just didn't want to waste the paper just to show them to you, but I'll be popping some of the ones up on the screen. Like I said, the paycheck budget is probably, other than my hybrid budget worksheet, the paycheck budget is probably my best seller. You can break down each of your paychecks that way. There is a debt tracker if you want to keep track of your debt totals, and they all match in this really pretty green pattern for March. So if you are interested in purchasing any of my worksheets from the Meadow Melody collection, I will have my Etsy shop linked down below. And don't forget, I do have a coupon code that you guys can use for my YouTube friends. The coupon code is YTFriend. I'll put it up here on the screen as well as in the description box. It'll take 15% off your order. So that is exclusively for my friends here on YouTube, and I hope that you will take advantage of that deal and snag your March printables. I do have plenty of other designs as well. All of the previous month's designs, January, February, I have some from December. All of those can be used any month of the year as well. Just make sure you buy the undated ones, and you can use that coupon code on those as well. So yeah, that is my Meadow Melody collection. I hope that you like it. I really like it. I'm excited to use it in March. And I want to give away the whole collection to one of you. So the way I'm going to do the giveaway this month is I am going to be giving away a copy of every single one of my March printables. I think it's a total of like 17 different pages of printables, and I want to give it away to one lucky winner. So if you would like to enter my giveaway, just leave me a comment down below what your biggest financial goal is right now. Leave that below. 1 week from today, I'll put all of the exact information on the screen. I will close out the video, or close out the giveaway, and randomly select a winner, and I'll get in contact with you in the comments, and you will just have to, you know, send me an email telling me that you were the winner, and I will email you all of the March printables. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am about the March printables. I tried to get them up a little bit earlier. I know a lot of you like to get your budgets set up really early, and you were, you know, reaching out and saying, hey, are your printables going to be available? Because I tend to get them up kind of later in the month, but I tried to get them up really early for you guys this time so you'd have them. I hope that you like them. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you do. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. I post new budgeting and lifestyle content here on my channel every single week. I'd love to have you come back, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.